Do you know me? You've seen the products, the launches, the moments that changed the world. You've seen the success, the innovation, the legacy. But you don't really know what it cost or how close I came to losing everything I built with my own hands. Because before the stages, before the applause, before the world knew my name, there was uncertainty, rejection, and a constant feeling that I didn't belong anywhere. My name is Steve Jobs. I wasn't born into certainty. I was adopted, searching for meaning from the very beginning. That feeling stayed with me, always questioning, always looking for something deeper. I didn't fit into traditional paths, and I didn't want to. I believed there had to be something more than following instructions and living a predictable life. That's why I dropped out of college, not because I didn't care, but because I cared too much to waste time on something that didn't feel real. Even after dropping out, I kept learning. I followed curiosity instead of structure. I took classes that made no sense at the time, like calligraphy, beautiful letters, spacing, design, things that had no clear purpose back then. But years later, those same ideas would shape how technology looked and felt. That's something I learned early. You can't connect the dots looking forward, only looking back. In a small garage with almost nothing, I started building something different. Alongside a few people who believed in the same vision, we created what would become Apple. We weren't just building computers, we were trying to change the way people interacted with technology. Simpler, more human, more personal. And for a moment, everything worked. The company grew, people paid attention, and I believed I had found exactly where I belonged. But success doesn't stay simple. As Apple grew, so did the pressure. More people, more opinions, more control. What started as a vision began turning into a battlefield of decisions. I was passionate, intense, sometimes difficult, and the company I helped build started moving in a direction I didn't fully control anymore. Slowly, piece by piece, I was losing my place inside my own creation. Until one day, it happened. I was fired from the company I built, just like that. The thing that defined my life was taken away from me, publicly, painfully, and for a moment, everything felt empty. I had built something from nothing, and now I had nothing again. It was humiliating, confusing, and deeply personal. For a while, I didn't know what to do. I questioned everything, who I was, what I believed, what all of it meant. But something didn't disappear. Even after losing everything, I still loved what I did, and that made all the difference. Because when you still love the work, you find a way to continue. So I started again. No safety, no guarantee of success, just ideas and the same obsession that had driven me before. I created a new company called Next. It wasn't huge, it wasn't famous, but it mattered. At the same time, I invested in a small animation studio that would later become Pixar. These weren't just business moves, they were part of rebuilding myself. Those years changed me. I became more patient, more focused. I understood things I didn't before. Failure forced me to grow in ways success never could, and without realizing it, I was preparing for something bigger than I expected. Then something unexpected happened. Apple, the company that had fired me, needed help. They were struggling, the vision was gone, and somehow the path led back to me, not as the same person I was before, but as someone completely different, stronger, clearer, sharper. When I returned, everything changed. We simplified, we focused, we built products that people didn't even know they needed yet. The iMac, the iPod, the iPhone. These weren't just products, they redefined industries. They changed how people communicate, how they work, how they live. And this time, it wasn't just about building something great, it was about building something that truly mattered. Looking back, getting fired was one of the best things that ever happened to me, because it forced me to start again. It removed everything that was comfortable and replaced it with clarity. It reminded me why I started in the first place, not for success, not for recognition, but to create something meaningful. So, do you know me now? Or are you still looking at the success and not the failure that made it possible? Because sometimes losing everything is exactly what you need to become who you were meant to be. If this story inspired you, like this video, subscribe to the channel and share it with someone else who also loves unforgettable stories. See you in the next Who Am I?